Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal, the Nootropic reviewer, and during this video you're going to learn about some alternatives you can take to melatonin as a nootropic supplement that can help you to improve your sleep quality. We know melatonin is one of the best supplements we can take to not only improve our sleep, but help us to actually have a restorative, rejuvenating sleep while actually sleeping less hours at the same time. And that's a story for a lot of people. It's like they can get 8 hours of sleep, but they can also get 6 hours of sleep if they had used melatonin. And something that I really appreciate about melatonin is, yes, we do have subjective experiences that we can draw upon as a reference to know that it's good, but also objectively, there are some really solid research done stating just how effective melatonin is. Like in this study over here, what they did was they took patients that had trouble falling asleep, but they also had trouble waking up in the morning. Like for instance, if somebody who can't fall asleep and they have to wake up by 7 a.m. to get to work, they weren't able to do that. So they were sleeping in, but at the same time, they weren't able to sleep on time. And what they did was they gave melatonin treatment 1 hour prior to DBT, which is the desired bedtime. And it was as if melatonin solved all their problems. Not only was it allowing them to fall asleep faster, but at the same time, they were able to wake up on time, which they couldn't do prior. As we can see here, improvements were achieved largely through the sleep-promoting effects of melatonin. However, the two biggest issues that I had with melatonin and looking at their side effects, pretty light side effects in the grand scheme of things, but they are still there. First one would be that melatonin is very inconsistent. You will have experiences where you ingest a bit of melatonin prior to sleeping and you sleep very well, and you wake up as planned, or it even allows you to sleep in longer than you would have, because we of course have those experiences when we just want to sleep like 8 or 9 hours to make up for lost sleep that we've experienced throughout the week. And I really dislike that about melatonin. For me, it's like when I ingest it, sometimes I will wake up after 5 or 6 hours and I cannot fall back to sleep. I'm just laying in bed wasting time. And then the other major side effect that I experience with melatonin is that I wake up kind of groggy on some occasions. Again, it's very inconsistent. So we of course want to wake up feeling energetic, feeling ambitious and ready to go about our day. But sometimes, you ingest melatonin prior to sleeping, you wake up feeling very, very tired, almost like you've experienced a hangover, and it takes a good 30 to 60 minutes to get out of that. And I've tried different things, like I've even tried sleep applications where I was able to time my sleep cycles to make sure that I was waking up when a sleep cycle finished, not in the middle of a sleep cycle. But it's like when you use melatonin, these problems just seem to happen. And so for that reason, I'm using melatonin very strategically. I'm using it maybe like once a week, sometimes even just like a couple times during the month, let's say if I'm traveling, because it does have a good specific use for jet lag. But specifically in this video, I want to share with you some alternatives that have worked very well for me. And the very first one is going to be Shoden, which is a specific extract of ashwagandha that is pretty much designed, you can say, for people to use before sleeping. We know ashwagandha to be a great nootropic supplement when it comes to anxiety, when it comes to stress, also some particular areas of cognition. Like some people feel that they can think better, they can plan better. That hasn't really been my experience. I look at ashwagandha more around anxiety, more around like self-control, more able to be present and be able to reflect upon things. But with this specific extract of ashwagandha, it's called Shoden. It's a higher withanalyzed percentage. It's 35% withanalyzed. And that being said, it's also a lot more calming. So the way that you can consider taking Shoden is by taking a very small dosage, 120 milligrams. This is what the bottle looks like. Very small bottle, also very small capsules. Take that once before sleeping. I will warn you, it is very tiring, so don't consider using it during the course of the day, especially if you're like me and you want to stay productive, you want to really have optimal energy levels, then Shoden is something you would avoid. But before sleeping, I can definitely assure you that it will make you sleep better. It will also reduce your instances of sleep disturbances. And what got me to first actually give Shoden a chance was coming across this study over here, where what they did was, like, Shoden was pretty new to the market overall, and this study came out, a randomized double-blind placebo-controlled study to evaluate the effects of ashwagandha. And it's this specific form of Shoden. As you can see here, 150 healthy subjects were given 120 milligrams of the standardized ashwagandha extract Shoden once daily for 6 weeks. And looking at the results, there was a clear improvement. A total of 144 subjects, they all completed the study. Nobody dropped out. So that's a good sign, showing that people didn't necessarily notice scary side effects or having need to want to get off the study. More people there perhaps wanted to continue being a part of the study because they were seeing the benefits. A 72% increase in self-reported sleep quality was found for the treatment group, compared with 29% in the placebo group. And we can see there was improvements in sleep efficiency, in total sleep time and sleep latency, and even wake after sleep onset versus the placebo placebo after 6 weeks. So I've been using ashwagandha pretty much every day or close to every day for over the past year, and I can see myself continuing to use it. I'm very happy with it. It's also very affordable. It's a very small bottle, like I mentioned, pretty potent stuff. You can find it on Nootropics Depot. And there's different variants of ashwagandha. My favorite when it comes to productivity is the form KSM66. And I've talked about the different forms of ashwagandha in this video over here. You'll likely find them helpful, but be sure to know about the side effects, especially if your goal is productivity or you have any issues with your thyroid like myself. And moving on to the next alternative to melatonin, that would be lemon balm extract. Lemon balm, great for relaxation, it's calming, it's not as strong as Shoden, nowhere near as strong as melatonin, but you can consume lemon balm extract, and although it's subtle often means less side effects, where stronger supplements, especially melatonin, stronger side effects. And with lemon balm, you can feel it working, it feels healthy, it feels like something just overall good for you. There's some days when I'm working up to the point that I'm sleeping, so if I were to ingest something an hour before sleeping, I don't want to fall asleep ASAP, I want to kind of still be able to get through a little bit of work, and lemon balm is really good that way. So on a daily basis, how I'm typically taking it is 500 milligrams. The actual bottle says you can take one tablet 1 to 2 times daily. I've never tried a dosage up to a gram. 500 milligrams is just good for me, especially with the use of the other supplements that I'm using. So I like this one a lot. Feels great. It's also on Nootropics Depot. It's natural occurring. It falls into that same category as like valerian root, you can say, so helps with anxiety, helps with calmness. Some people actually use lemon balm during the course of the day and they combine it with a stimulant. For example, if you ingest too much caffeine, very often you're overstimulated, so that's often a good way to use lemon balm, but you wouldn't use something like Shoden during that time, because Shoden, that form of extract, will calm you down too much to the point that it would be counterproductive. So this one pairs nicely with that. That's how I see lemon balm. And the next supplement we're going to talk about is Tribulus terrestris. And Tribulus terrestris is not actually designed to really help you with sleep. It's more so marketed as a supplement to boost testosterone levels. As you can see here, this is the Tribulus form from Now. Now is a great brand for Tribulus. I think the brand really matters when it comes to this one supplement. And I use Tribulus with the intention of taking something that would improve my testosterone levels. Little did I know it would help my sleep quality. Like, one of the first signs that I noticed Tribulus was helping me sleep was I was experiencing more dreams. I was waking up in a state of being ambitious, being energetic, like all those signs that you had a good restorative sleep. So I really like it. The way that I'm using it prior to bed is I'm taking 1 gram. You'll also find dosages of 750 milligrams. That's pretty common. You can take it 1 to 2 hours prior to going to sleep. Really works well for me. Yet I'll warn you, a lot of people don't notice anything from it. Like I mentioned, it's marketed as a testosterone supplement, and even then, it's not marketed to be like one of the best testosterone supplements. I've talked more about some of my favorite testosterone boosters in this video over here, but I can definitely feel Tribulus working. And with respect to melatonin, going back to that, if you are going to try it, the brand really does matter. Like, one of the most common things that I hear about melatonin is people try it from one brand, they really like it, but they run out of that form, and then they try it from a different brand and they hate that form of melatonin. And that's been the case for me. I actually really appreciate and enjoy taking melatonin blends. So very often you'll see melatonin paired with a few other supplements. Great examples of that are this product here, Gorilla Dream. If you look at the supplement facts for Gorilla Dream specifically, we can see, like, not only do they have melatonin at 2 milligrams, but they've also added some of the great ingredients. Like I mentioned, lemon balm extract is there, also ashwagandha is there, and then they've even got valerian extract. I like valerian root. It's very calming. That's another one you can consider taking. Doesn't do all that compared to lemon balm extract though. And this is another great blend. It's called Dream Water. You can likely find this at a local gas station. It's got 5-HTP, it's got melatonin, it has some GABA. Also, it tastes great, so I really enjoy this. One's like a very small drink. And if you're looking for something that has no melatonin whatsoever, just a good sleep stack designed to help your sleep quality, then I would really recommend you look at this product here called Qualia Night. Like, looking at the supplement facts, we have 25 ingredients, 25, and we can see they have been very strategic about the dosages. And this is a brand that I really respect. I think they're very intelligent when it comes to designing the actual nootropic blends. I'm a big fan of Qualia Mind. I think Qualia Mind is amazing for productivity. So fortunately, you have your options. You can look at taking ingredients by themselves, or you can look at taking nootropic blends. I like taking nootropic blends with me when I'm traveling, for instance, so they definitely do serve a good purpose that way. And let me know what's working for you as far as sleep supplements. Have you found anything to replace melatonin, or are you like me, still testing and trying different things? I'm really happy with my current stack though, and if you did get value from this video, consider subscribing. Returning viewers, be sure to drop a like and definitely drop a comment. And hey, if you'd like to chat with me one-on-one, you can do so over on Patreon, or you can send me a direct message on Instagram. And be sure to check out our Discord server, which is a 24/7 chat room. We're having a lot of fun. I'm getting to know everyone out there, and you can always ask your question and get an answer in a very time-sensitive fashion. I thank you for your interest in nootropics, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.